Good evening, grade 2. How are you doing today? Welcome to the English class. Now we have a grammar lesson. Kindly take out your grammar books, open page 91, write down today's date, and underline the lesson's title, Irregular Verbs. Yesterday you got to know what are the irregular verbs. You know in English we have the word verb, and verb mean action. Action means thing you can do, like to run, to eat, to sleep, to jump, to come, to go, to sit, to stand, to clap, to cook, to clean. And the word irregulars mean different. How were the verbs irregular in the past? They don't need to add ed at the end, so no more ed at the endings of the verbs. So what should we do? We have different spelling for the verbs. Now we are going to have three verbs. Come, run, and hide. Come, run, and hide. Come, it will be came. Run, it will be ran. Hide, it will be hid. This is the present form, and this is the past tense form. So, did we add ed for the verb come? No. So what we did? The spelling changed. And for run, yes, the spelling changed. And for hide, also the spelling is changed. If you notice that when we have a change, it should be for the vowel, like come, we change the O to be A. Run, we change the U to be A also. Hide, we skipped the E at the end. That's good. So, who can use the new words in a sentence? The new verbs came, ran, and hid. Look at number 1 here. The boy came late to school. Number 2, yesterday my dad came from London. What about the verb ran? She ran to catch the butterfly. And number 4, we ran up the hill. We ran up the high hill. And for the verb hid, my cat hid under my bed. Again, we have came, ran, and hid. Well, let's practice now. Circle the correct verb to complete each sentences. We ran along a path yesterday. We ran. Excellent. Number 2, we comed or we came. Of course, came, no need to add ed here because this verb is what? Irregular. And irregular means different and don't follow the rule. The irregular verbs don't follow the rule. What is the rule for the past? To add ed at the end. Animals hid or hid. Yes, animals hid near the tree. Number 4, a squirrel, of course, ran away from us. A mouse came or comed, a mouse came. Number 6, a raccoon hid or hid, it will be hid. Well, question B, write a sentence of your own using a past tense verb. You should use ran or came or hid in one sentence now. Okay, we can write, we hid behind the tree. We hid behind that tree. Or the kids ran and jumped. Do you see the verb jumped here? What does it have at the end? It has ed. You see ran? The kids ran. So what does it have? No ed here. Go to page 92 now. More irregular verbs. We have more 3 verbs: give, sing, and sit. This is give, and this is sing, and this is sit. How you change give in the past? Yes, it will be gave. And sing, it will be sang. And sit, it will be sat. And don't forget that in the past, you don't need to add ed, yes. And the verb here, it can agree with any subject, singular or pronoun. Okay, my teacher gave me the lead role in the play. You see the verb give here? My teacher gave me the lead role in the play. What about sang teacher? We sang a new song together. What about sat? The students sat 2 hours in the class. The students sat 2 hours in the class. Well, now it's time to practice. So who is ready to answer? Change the words in the bold print to past tense. Write the new sentence on the line below. Native Americans give us stories about nature. So how do we change it? Yes, give here it will be gave. And now it's time to write the sentence. Native Americans gave, we don't write give again, gave us stories about nature. Well, number 2, they sit around fires and told stories. You see the verb sit? Well, how it changed to be in the past form? Yes, sat. Number 3, sometimes they sing the stories. Sometimes they sing the stories. Sing, yes, what about sing? It will be, yeah, sang. Excellent, grade 2. Awesome job. Number 4, some stories give reasons for things in nature. Give, yeah, good, it will be gave. Very nice. Number 5, children sit quietly during the stories. Sit, sat. Sit, sat. Give, gave. Sing and sang. Oh, well, that's very nice. Now it's time to learn about how to write a letter. What do we mean by a letter? It's like a long message written in a paper and you send it via the post, okay? The post office. So for writing the letter or writing the email, we have some steps. What should we do, teacher? Here we have an example or a sample for writing a letter. Number 1 here we have heading. So what should we write in the heading here? The date and the address. The date. What date? Yes, like today's date or tomorrow's date. The date when you write your letter. And you write your address. Good. Number 2, you write the greeting. What does mean greeting? This means how to start your letter by the word dear. Dear Sarah, dear Mark, dear Philip, dear Lisa. So the first step, you have to start the first word with capital letter, the word dear, and the name, of course, should be capital. Again, when we write a letter, we have many parts. The first part, number 1, is heading. In heading, we write down the date and the address. And number 2, we have the greeting. And what does it mean, a greeting? This means how to open your letter, how to greet someone, how to say hello. Dear Mark, dear friend, dear Lisa, dear teacher, dear Mark, yes, dear uncle, dear anyone. So you have to write the word dear in capital letter. The third part, this is the body of the letter. What is the body of the letter? All the words you write for someone. You're telling him something about your trip, about your school, or you're asking him about his birthday party, or you're inviting him for anything, a party, or to come to sleep over, or whatever. This is part 3. So what about part 4? Part 4, or the fourth part, this is closing. How to finish or how to close your letter. Your friend. The word your should be capital also. Yes, the first letter in your should be capital. Your friend, and here you have to add a comma. Okay, and also in the beginning we have to add a comma here after dear Mark, dear any person. And when you close your letter, you have to start, yes, the word your with capital Y, and you have to add a comma. And here, this is your signature. This is part number 5. Your signature, this means your name. Abdulaziz, Ahmed, Duha, Celine, anyone. So you have to write your name also, start it with a capital letter. That was the letter. So how to fix the mistakes here? Underline the D in dear, I write it capital, and underline the M in Mark and change it to be also capital and insert a comma. Good. For the body of the letter, you're not going to change anything here. Go down to the closing, underline the letter Y, I write it capital, insert a comma after the word friend, and the signature is already started with a capital L. Now go to 94. Find the mistakes in the letter. Here we have a letter and we have some mistakes. The mistakes could be about the regular verbs or how to write a letter. So let's read now. Dear Austin, dear Dustin, do you have any mistake here? Yes, dear and Dustin should be capital D here and capital D here also. What should we insert here? Excellent, a comma. Let's read now. We gave a play in my class yesterday. You see the word yesterday? Yes, it refers to the past. So where is the action here? Give. So is it correct to write give in the past? No. So give is mistake here. So what should we write instead of give? God gave. I was a bird. I sing a song for everyone. I sing? No, I sang. So circle song, sing please, or write sang. My friends come to watch it. My friends come? No, my friends came. So circle come. I write came. They sit in the audience. They sit? No, because all these actions happen in the past. So sit is not correct. It should be seated? No. Sitting? No. How we write sit in the past? Sat. Excellent job. Your friend Eric. So what is the last mistake here? Good job. The Y should be capital. Underline the Y, or write it capital. And here you have to insert a comma after the closing. And Eric here is correct. It starts with capital letter, so this is correct. We don't have a mistake here. We finished our class for today. And this is your homework, page 95. This is your today's homework. And the first question, make a check next to the sentence if the past tense verb is correct, and make an X if the verb is not correct. Let me give you an example and guide you how to do your homework. The birds came to a meeting. So look at the verb came. Is it correct? Yes, you have to make a check now. And the same for number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, what is the second part of the homework? Rewrite the sentences you marked with an X correctly. So all the sentences here that have mistakes, you have to write them correctly down in number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you so much for your time. See you tomorrow.